Hello, YouTube! It's me, your boy, B3, back with another kicking, hoo-wah, karate movie reaction review. Today's movie reaction review is over a dope film, an ace film, a very ace film, Godzilla 1985, aka The Return of Godzilla. It depends on if you're watching the Japanese version or the American version. I'm just gonna make this movie reaction review, the Japanese version and the American version. This movie reaction review is going to be for the same thing because they aren't terribly different. There's just a few, like, a little American scenes of Raymond Burr added in for the American version where he's, like, consulting the military on Godzilla. And then the American version also villainizes the Russians a bit. Because this is one part where a nuclear missile is about to launch, and in the Japanese version, the Russian crew member is trying to stop the missile from being launched, and in the American version, I believe the Russian guy launches the missile himself. So, I mean, I think the Japanese version one is way better. The Americans just demonized it because the 80s. You know, you get it, Cold War junk. Hey girl, my cat's here. But yeah, other than that, this is a good movie. The Godzilla costume, they say this, lots of people say this design is kind of goofy, and when its eyes might be a bit goofy, but I like it. I think it feels very unique compared to other Godzilla outfits that sometimes just change the look slightly for the next film. This one is like a completely different look from the end of Showa and from the beginning of Heisei. This movie is the first film in the Heisei series, by the way. And yeah, I think it's good. This is the second film where Godzilla is by himself, doesn't fight another monster, just like the first film of the Showa series and the first film of the current series of Shin Godzilla. The Millennium series wasn't that way, but still. I mean, it's still a good movie. This complaint's really more for Godzilla vs. Biollante, but Godzilla is a dinosaur, basically, who was irradiated and turned into this monster. And so dinosaurs, descendants of birds, they use bird sounds to kind of bring Godzilla to his demise and trap him in a volcano. Then in Godzilla vs. Biollante, the way they beat Godzilla is they make him cold because he's a reptile. They just completely fucked the continuity. I just wanted to mention that, even though it's really not a complaint with this movie. It's a complaint with the next one. But, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty solid film, all things considered. One of my friends says this one is his favorite, and he doesn't even fight a monster in this film. So, what does that tell you? And that friend isn't even a fan of Godzilla movies, or kaiju movies at all. In fact, he doesn't like most of them. And he says that he likes this one a lot and it's his favorite. So I think that should speak for the quality of this movie. You get practical special effects. He does have his radioactive blast, of course. Who wouldn't give him his radioactive blast? You'd have to be a dumbass not to do that. This is a cool film. I very much enjoy it. Be sure to watch it. The costume can look goofy at some points, especially when it's a puppet. But it's a good movie. It really, really is. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all later.